Hey there, look, if you're watching this video, you've probably clicked on my page or you found me, maybe Facebook, Instagram, I don't know. You've come across me somehow, so I want to thank you very much. I'm going to try to keep this quick and concise. My name is Zac Crookes, I'm a 29-year-old male from Australia, and I'm trying to raise money for an expedition to New Zealand that I've created the opportunity for myself to go on with two other climbing partners. So I am very uneasy asking for help. It's not an easy thing. I don't think it's an easy thing for a lot of people. When you're someone like myself who lives with severe anxiety, 100 times harder to ask for help, especially something like finances. You get into a mindset of if you're needing to ask for financial help, then you're doing something wrong. You're not doing something right in life. That you're a failure. That you've let yourself down. That you should be doing better. You could be doing better. Realistically, I'm doing the best that I can right now. I've had anxiety my entire life. As a kid, I was always scared, afraid, anxious over nothing. I thought it was normal. I hit high school and I realized that it wasn't normal to feel that way all the time, and that I was maybe wired just a little bit different to most people. And that was the first time that I kind of realized that. I had a lot of good years through high school. Finished high school 2012 at the age of 18. Had a lot of good years after that. Then 2016 came, February, and I was floored. I don't know what really happened. Mental breakdown, nervous breakdown, however you want to coin it. It destroyed me, and I'm still digging myself out of that hole 9 years later. That was the first time that I was properly diagnosed with several different anxiety disorders, OCD, depression, and then later down the track, dependence on anxiety medication that I was given to treat those diagnoses. Or diagnoses. Sorry. Adventure's always been a huge part of my life. I don't really remember a time where it wasn't. I've always loved climbing, hiking, just being out in the mountains, in the bush. I might be a little bit weird in some ways in that the further away from cities and people I get, the better and calmer I feel. And that's probably a little bit why I spend a lot of time outdoors, camping, exploring, trying to go on different trips and things. So this brings me to the point. I very humbly am asking for help to finance this expedition. I've created the chance for myself to go on an expedition to New Zealand. And as uneasy and anxious as it makes me, I've clicked exit on this button on the webpage or the button on the camera so many times because there's that little voice in the back of my head that just says, it's a failure. If you put this out, all you're going to get is negative feedback. Nothing positive is going to come of this. No one's going to help you. What's the point? It's selfish. You're asking for your own needs. You should be able to look after yourself. In truth, I haven't been able to support myself since 2016. And that's pretty hard to come to terms with when you're a 29-year-old guy and you're still very dependent on those around you. It's not easy to come to terms with that, even when you've been diagnosed with mental illnesses. If I was walking down the street, you wouldn't see me and think, oh, that person's really severely unwell, when I am. Physically you can't tell. Maybe I'll lose a couple kilos. Maybe I'll look a little bit tired. Maybe I'll be a little bit less social than normal. But only people who really, really know me are going to notice those things. If I was walking down the street, you'd never think that I was really unwell. So 2019, I was able to return to very casual work, doing odd little bits and pieces. Then COVID hit. and that shut things down recreationally, professionally, everything for ages. End of 2021, again, returned to work very casually. Around that time, I also finally got my climbing guide qualifications and was able to begin working outdoors as a climbing guide. This is a job I love. I love being a guide. Even doing something that I'm so passionate about and that I truly love, I can only work 5, 10, max 15 hours a week before I just burn out and I'm a complete mess for, say, then 2 weeks. And that's also something that's really hard to come to terms with. I mean, I'm very lucky that my employers understand that and know that they can't push me too hard, and that, you know, I can say no to things. I can say no to activities. I can choose what I run and what I don't. But it's really, for me personally, really hard to come to terms with that, you know? And so the last 5 years, honestly, just pre-COVID, what's that, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, yeah, 5 years, that's all been leading up to this expedition. That's been me gaining knowledge, gaining skills, experience, to be able to even plan and put this together. We're at a really, really important place right now, in that we have everything planned. I have my team. We know what we're doing. So the plan is 3 peaks over 10 days on New Zealand's South Island: Mount Temple, Mount Rollston, down south, Mount Brewster. That's the plan. I'm going to be honest, it's nothing groundbreaking. You know, we're not setting any records. We're not going out and doing a first ascent, something that's never been done before. This is just us seeing what we're capable of, pushing ourselves to our limits, to then come back and look at that and say, okay, what next? Can we go further, deeper, wilder, higher, whatever it may be? For that reason, I haven't even tried to approach any companies regarding sponsorship or anything similar to that. You know, it's a personal thing, and because it's not groundbreaking, no one's really going to want to throw money sponsorship-wise to a trip. So I am very humbly asking for your help. At this point, I've planned the entire trip, but I'm not going. Finances are just not there. At this point, I'm not going. That's the truth. So I'm very humbly asking for your help. I have so many people that, you know, I would love to thank, but I'm trying to keep this video short, under 10 minutes. All my instructors, my teachers, my employers, climbing partners, my friends that I've pulled along on all sorts of adventures over the years. I want to thank all those people, you know, for giving me the skill sets, giving me the knowledge, the experience over the years to be able to actually put these things together, and if I can get to New Zealand, pull this off. So many people. So of course I'm expecting setbacks, I'm expecting criticism, I'm expecting negative feedback on this. You know, there's that anxiety in your head that's saying, oh, people aren't going to help you, people aren't going to want to help you, it's selfish to be asking for this, why can't you just raise the money yourself, you're a 29-year-old, why aren't you more self-sustainable, why are you so reliant on those around you? It's hard. Living with mental illness is debilitating. It's horrible. You know, I would love to be out there working every single day for hours on end, but the truth is that what I can do is limited. So where the money will go, this isn't going to be under 10 minutes. There's money that I'm trying to raise is going to go towards flights, it's going to go towards transport, renting a car, it's going to go towards hut fees, national park fees, supplies, last minute equipment needed, and we are at a really, really important place right now where we need to be putting these things into action, starting to get these things organised. We've got our plan, show my commitment to this, I'm going to be, over the course of this campaign, climbing the elevation of the Triple Crown, which is 3 peaks, including Mount Everest, Lhotse, and I'm really sorry I forget how to pronounce the third one. So it's 3 peaks, Everest and 2 peaks very close to it. So over the course of this campaign, I'm going to be hiking / climbing the elevation of those 3 peaks, the Triple Crown. So that's to show my commitment, and I will be updating that and showing my progress on that throughout this entire campaign. I'm not just sitting around waiting for money to fall on me. I'm still working what I can do, the hours I can work without completely destroying myself. I'm still getting out there and doing things. I'm not just sitting back and hoping that money comes to me. I'm going to be very active and hope that money comes to me, and humbly ask for your help in making this dream happen, in making this 5-year plan actually come to fruition. If you've watched through to the end, thank you. Thank you very much. If you can, just even the smallest amount will go a huge way. If you can also share with your friends, spread it around anywhere, anyhow, that would be greatly appreciated. I know I've gone over the 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Just truly thank you.